to Madam Comfort, she has adopted Kwame as a grandson. Let me put it that way. Because upon reaching this town, she realized that no, the child is autistic. He has a speech impairment. The child finds it difficult to speak audibly. And so he was schooled, yes. But due to his inability to speak and comprehend things, he wasn't able to sit an exam, not to talk of complete to earn a certificate. She is pleading with Madame Benedicta that since this one has no father, has no mother, and then she has adopted him as a grandson, Madame Benedicta should help, whether medically, in any way, any form of assistance, to help this autistic boy to get to somewhere in life. Thank you. Amen. Madame Esther Nolte is the one we heard from. She's been a widow for 8 years. 8 years with 6 children. According to her, after the death of the husband, the relatives haven't been good to her because the piece of land that they were farming on, well, initially she thought the land belonged to the husband, but after the death, she got to realize that it's actually for the ancestors of the late husband, and so they have claimed it. They used to farm cocoa on that particular land. They have claimed it, they have claimed the cocoa, they have left them nothing at all. 6 children, the kids are now saying that they want to learn a vocation because their mom is not financially capable to see them through school. Good evening, depending on wherever you are watching this video from. Still running on the tickets of the Widow and Son NGO. We are in Winneba, another part in the central region. We are here with bereaved widows as usual. They are here to tell us what they have been through as an abused widows. I have with me here Madame Ajwa Kwejuba. She's here to tell us her audio. What Madame Ajwa is saying here is that she's been a widow for 3 years. According to her, originally she had 9 children, but then she has lost 3 of them. The remaining 6, according to her, it's a struggle to take care of them. Had it not been for the intervention of the first child, who was in Kumasi, who often works to actually send them money for upkeep, life would have been hard. Because after the demise of the husband, she's been diagnosed with high BP, and so she's not been able to work as she used to. Due to that fact, the children's education is now on shaking grounds. The children are most often at home. It is as and when she has that she will make them go to school. According to her, her accommodation is also a problem now. She managed to get a piece of land with the late husband, but after the death of the husband and after she was diagnosed with the BP, she's not been able to do any hard labor which will enable her build or mount up a little structure for accommodation. So as at now, she's in her family house, her mother's home to be precise. If she will need any assistance, she will need assistance when it comes to health, because she does not even have money to go for constant checkups. Also, the children's education as suggested earlier on. And also, if Madame Benedicta will be generous enough to help her with an accommodation. According to her, they were able to lay up a foundation but could not continue with the building. And also, she believes that if God touches Madame Benedicta's heart to help the children will grow into responsible people who will help her and the country at large. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you find yourself. We are here today with reference to the NGO Widow and Son. Today we are in Tefle, Agbokope. It's in the Volta region. We are here to listen to the plight of widows as we always do.
We thank the Lord this morning. We are in Tefle, Agbokope. This morning my guest is Madam Awusi Tony. After the husband's death, she has faced a lot of problems. One of the problems is She worked very hard to look after the children, but unfortunately to her, the health did not allow her. Now she is having a problem with the head. When she is even walking, she cannot stand well. That is the ordeal that she is going through. So if Madam Benedicta will be helpful to help her so that she will be able to make the living for now. Thank you. I still have with me Madam Akuja Pasu, who is a widow. I want to ask her some few questions. Then they were just in their house, and one day someone came with a machete to butcher her husband, and even affected her left hand. So that was how she lost her husband. According to her, she reported to the police, and the police arrested the man, and he absconded to the bush to also go and kill himself. And the child is now about 18 years. She is also in the clay business. That's what she does to look after the 18-year-old boy. Now, the only help that she needs from Madam Benedicta is to meet her from time to time, so that she will get some money to also be in that clay business, and to help her cater for her son.
With us here is Madam Grace Abadati. She's been a widow for 4 years, and then the husband, she had 2 kids with the husband. Unfortunately for her, as per the customs and traditions of this land, she had to go for loan to bury her husband. Right after the birth of the husband, things have gone amiss. Nothing has gone in her favor. Everything, it seems she's fighting against all odds, but then things are not still working for her. Her 2 kids are jobless. One is a mechanic, but then as per the standards of living, he does not even have most equipment and tools to work with. Thereby, he is also running at a loss. What she is asking Madam Benedicta to do for her is that she should give her a capital to start a business with, so that she can also be free, and then she can be happy as a widow, because her children, as said earlier on, are not working, and it's now a burden on her also, because sometimes you will be home and your child will call you, I do not have money. As a mother, you would have to go to the extreme to get your ward money. She is also praying that the good Lord will strengthen Madam Benedicta, as she has stood as Yasantoa for this particular project, which is the Widow and Son NGO. The Lord should strengthen her. The Lord should give her more courage and braveness. Thank you.